just gonna give a quick shout out. Oh, match number ends in 999. Interesting, but they're both playing in Japanese text, which is proven to be faster, and by faster I mean the exact same. But here they go, they're off.
So I think zoasty, pretty sure he's going to be using the moonfall, the moonwalk. So it might give him a small edge over jro here in the beginning. I don't think jro uses it.
Yep, saving about 20 frames there. Something like that, and they'll save him about 3 seconds in this fall here. Oh, no, just kidding. It'll actually lose him some time here. Well, obviously that gained him some time. There we go. Yeah, Moonfall is one of those tricky things where most of the time saves you get from it are less than a second. So it can be pretty hard to save time with if you mess it up even once. But as you saw, it can obviously help pull him into the lead as it just did.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
We got the high jump boots, HI jump. They don't actually spell out the entire word high. But anyway, these boys, they're gonna be jumping pretty way up there.
Yeah, as a runner, I am super jealous right now. This is probably my ideal dream situation for a starting item. Like, yeah, this is
normally here in the beginning they have to take damage from this Rio to grab this item in the ceiling, and it's usually something pretty good. Usually both starting items are always like one of them is going to be Morph Ball, and the other one is random. But yeah, we are starting off with some pretty solid items so far.
Ooh, they were having a little bit of difficulty in Construction Zone. And Power Bombs early. I wonder, I mean, the thing about Power Bombs early like this, and it happens frequently, is wonder what people will do. If they'll go up to Pink Brinstar and do the early Brinstar route, or they could potentially go to Gauntlet early and do a more or less suicidal check. That is, if they don't find the item they need, they'll have to reset. But no, they're not checking this item early. They're not going that way. Going straight up to bombs.
Yeah, they had a little bit of trouble there in the Construction Zone. After they picked up the power bombs and came out of that room, that area, usually, again, they don't have high jump, so they're jumping way too high, and it was messing up with how they're moving.
Oh, Zos checking this Old Mother Brain item. Jayward going right past, and it's supers. There is a potential chance that this is the only Super Missile pack you can access early. That is possible, but unlikely. Oh man, just the climb with high jump. It's just a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, definitely climbing way faster. jro, he's the first to make it to the bomb zone. We will find out what is in store for him.
Ooh, E-Tank. A nice turnaround on the E-Tank too.
Yeah, so just an energy tank. Again, they don't have bombs, so they are not slated to fight the boss. Only if you have the bomb item will the mini-boss cutscene turn on, and you get locked in the room.
Yeah, good thing they didn't either. Jay would have lost a pretty considerable amount of time against Zeus there. Oh, it looked like he might have thought about going up and to the right, but I wonder if Zeus will check Gauntlet.
Yeah, they don't have 10 power bombs, so yeah, Zeus is going to omit checking the Gauntlet as well.
Yeah, I think that's a completely reasonable choice, because if they don't find an item that lets them get back out of Gauntlet, they have to reset from the ship, from where they presumably have saved. But that doesn't preclude the fact that Gauntlet might have a really good item. They might have to check it later. It's like Jro will be the first to the elevator, the Brinstar elevator. He will have to farm one of the Zeelas on the way down the elevator to open the pink door to early super missiles, though. Wow, nice. Good Kago from Zeus there.
So yeah, here you're going to see jro, he has to farm a little bit. That's going to hold him up a bit. Zoast, he has super missiles, so he is in good shape to just open this door with one shot.
Yeah. Jero... Okay, the super's there, so Jero will not be locked out of super door coming up in Big Pink. And super's here, so even better. But that just means Zoast will give him a little bit of an edge here, because he's going to check these items first and open that door.
Nice deboost there from Jero. Grabbing the item, then deboosting off of the waiver, saving him a little bit of a trip back.
Nice, and those bombs right here really help them out. Interesting that Jero decides to pick up. They both decide to pick up the second powerbomb pack despite seeing bombs. I would say picking up 2 is probably reasonable. I would be very surprised to see if either runner picks up a third pack until at least a little bit later in the race.
Yeah, so they might be doing some forward thinking there, because if they don't get ice, they're gonna have to destroy the Metroids with power bombs. But again, I would hold off picking up that third power bomb pack until so they know that they're not gonna get ice beam.
Ooh, checking the minor item here, opening the door. Spazer at the bottom, Vetikun's here.
I like that from Jero, opening the pink door as the powerbomb explosion is going off. That's a good point. So having 15 power bombs would allow the players to do a crystal flash. But again, I still think it's a good idea just to hold off until you absolutely know for sure. Because again, every time you pick up these items, it's 7 seconds of fanfare. So.
And that might not sound like a lot, but the level these runners are getting to, and we're playing right now, 7 seconds can really add up very quickly for every item that you pick up. I think a good example of that, if you want to be convinced, was the Leodox v Dread matches, where Leo just skipped like everything and Dread got everything. Leo just pulled ahead by sheer not collecting things, in addition to his own gameplay. Ooh, Zoast shot that super a little bit too high. Got it second try though.
Nice use of the moonwalk right there, just to get him against that wall. You have to be flush against that wall. And he gets screw attack for his troubles. Pretty good find, and makes, and I believe both of our runners are pretty comfortable with early lower Nordfair. But having screw attack will certainly make early Nordfair much more comfortable for them. So far, a pretty healthy seed here. They're getting a lot of good items, but nothing progression-wise, nothing that helps them advance into later areas of where they want to be. So there is another major item there below the charge beam, but it's only accessible if you have the speed booster. And since they don't have that, they're just gonna have to skip it. I would say more often than not, that item in the waterway holds something good, so they might have to come back for it. Yeah, so far that's already 2 items they potentially have to go back for, Gauntlet and the waterway. So if someone decides to go for X-ray here, nope, not risking it. Yeah. So interesting to see Zoast use the bombs there to break those blocks. As he falls in the water there, he's got high jump, he'll be fine. It's not too hard to jump out of there. But we'll see if J-Roll remembers that he actually has screw attack and he can just break through those blocks in the red tower. Just a little bit of a time save. Oh, charge early. That's a good item to find, but still not progression. Nothing that will help them get to later areas of the game. So yeah, the nice thing about charge right now is these guys can fight a lot of the bosses without worrying about picking up as many supers as they have. They can use charge shots. So hopefully they get some nice beam upgrades to go with it. But yeah, again, so we see Zoast. He's entering Kraid's lair, and I'm sure he's gonna see if he can find some good items here. There are 2 major items here in Kraid's lair. So.
The item locations they're checking are pretty interesting to me. Like Zoast skipped Green Hills, he's getting this one. I mean, he's just checking reasonable ones, it seems like. But I wonder how many more minor items they'll be checking. Looks like we have some issues with jro's stream, but hopefully they'll be back soon. Palm spread during Kraid stand-up. That's pretty good. Oh, the reserve tank.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was going to pick it up, but just stopping short. So please bear with us. We do have technical difficulties. We're trying to get jro's stream back, but in the meantime, you can watch Zoast. Zoast is pretty good.
You trying to deboost off of that? That was interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what sort of strategy was going through there, but yeah, one thing I like about watching Zoast is that when he does these randomizers, he tries to think outside the box with some of the strats that you can do, because you get items that you normally wouldn't have in traditional vanilla Super Metroid speedruns.
Let's see. I'm curious where Zoast will go. If he goes down to Norfair, I'm sure he will, to at least check Ice and or Hydra.
So I think jro's internet died because he is no longer logged in to the Speedruns live channel. So we just kind of wait for him to log back in. I know it's still a race, so he's probably like still playing the game. He's still doing his own thing and trying to find the time to bring his stream back up. Oh boy, you don't want to leave that behind. So we have Zoast picking up the speed booster here at the high jump location, and that's gonna allow him to make these hell runs a lot shorter. If he doesn't find a suit here in the ice beam location, he can opt to take this frog speedway, which is down there to the right past the safe station, and yeah, pretty good find, I would say.
Oh yeah, this definitely makes a lot of things a lot easier. You won't have to do any serious hell runs to get to Bubble Mountain or any other part of Norfair. Speed is a great find. Some inside information that jro, he DC'd, but he's still going. He's just looking to get back his stream up as soon as he can. And he has the time too. That was interesting. I can only assume. I can't assume anything. I don't know why he did that, but that was kind of fun. That tripper was just looked at Zoast the wrong way and did not live to tell the tale.
It's a pretty funny instance. Sometimes you just forget that those little platforms can be killed by super missiles. So I think this is a good idea right there, farming those power bombs. Again, he doesn't have a suit, so if he needs to do a crystal flash, he just needs to find one more power bomb pack, and yeah, he can get his life back.
Ooh, going for the ball jump over to the reserve tank first. I like this idea. He has a good amount of health right now. He doesn't need to farm. And that means when he goes over to the speed booster well, he can farm up there. Yeah, now it's getting a little sketchy. I don't know if I would continue. I like that idea. Just to say, you know what? That didn't go so well. Let's try again next time.
Yeah, Zos did not save, so he's just trying to make sure that his life is in good shape during this hell run.
The thing about these hell runs is a lot of times they can be required to find Varia. Varia can be at these heated locations. But if it's not, and someone doesn't do them, farming all the time, like Zos is doing here, can oftentimes cost a lot of time.
So there we go. Another power bomb pack for Zos. So if he needs to, he has the right amount of energy, and he picks up the gravity suit there. Again, the gravity suit does not protect from heat, and the item randomizer, you still will take heat damage here. So he's still looking for the Varia suit. But now that he has 15 power bombs, he can do a crystal flash if he needs to get his life back.
Yeah, he looks like he's either planning on that, or... Oh, he's feeling super confident. So he's leaving the wave location until after he does Lower Norfair right now. That's technically faster, but should Varia be at wave, he'll be losing some time here. Okay, never mind. He's just not checking wave. Okay, I can only assume that getting gravity immediately set him into go to Meridia mode, which I don't disagree with at all. Like, you have the suit, you know that hell runs take a lot of time because of the farming. Just leaving immediately can make it, I guess, maybe more consistent to find Varia and Meridia.
It's an interesting decision, especially like he was immediately ready to do it as soon as he picked up gravity. So, might be a pretty good plan for Zos here. He's got to drop a power bomb here and break the glass. And one nice thing about doing Meridia right now is he has the speed booster. So he, with the exception of Bot Wound, he can just go through these bosses like they're nothing. So again, Jro, our opponent on the right of Zoasty. Oh, and there's Varia right there at Mama Turtle. What an amazing find. Zos will not have to worry about heat if he goes back into Norfair. But again, Jro on the right, he did not forfeit or anything like that. He just disconnected, and he just needs to get his stream back online. He's still doing the tournament seed, so it might be a while before we see him again.
I really like this decision as well. Going back to Norfair, he can finish Meridia. Obviously, he has the items needed to do so, but he does have to go back to Norfair at some point. Number one, and number two, the Norfair items are much faster to check than the Meridia items. Like, the only items you can check reasonably quickly in Meridia are Bot Wound and Dragon, right? To Space Jump. But the items you have here, you have pretty much all of the Norfairs pretty quick, and you still have the two items here in Bald Mountain. So I assume he'll go down straight to Lower Norfair right here and check the Bald Mountains on the way out, which is what he's doing. If he wants to check anything at all, he doesn't actually need anything.
Yeah, doing a little farming here. He would like to have, a little more than 300 is probably a good amount to be comfortable with. He's probably going to try for I'm blanking. It's the lava spark. He's gonna try to do a spark here into Lower Norfair. Otherwise, he would have to do a gravity jump.
Dang, that Magdalite gave him all full energy. Oh, he's just gonna gravity jump, I can assume, because doing it. Which isn't the worst idea. That actually will lose him less health than the Lava Spark. Lava Spark loses around 100. This will lose him around, like, I don't know, 30? If that, no less. Literally, like, 12.
So he's almost there. He's got to do a wall jump, and he's into Lower Norfair. So yeah, this is a pretty good seed for zoasty. The only thing you would, I would say, want to have right now are beam upgrades. If he gets plasma or ice beam, that's going to be a nice little get for him.
Yeah, I don't imagine he checks anything else at this point. Maybe behind Ridley, Botwoon, and Dragon? Maybe.
Yeah. I think that's the most. Those are the most optimal items to be checking right now. So taking care of the worst room in the game very painlessly, as well as the amphitheater. I think he's going to do a little spark right here. This is going to actually kill 2 of these red Kai Hunters, and that's going to reduce lag when he lands a power bomb here.
Yeah, I like the killing the idea. He might have just done it from muscle memory since he has screw attack and could have done it without the spark, but it's still a cool strat. So, you know, can't really discount swag.
Yeah, one thing that zoasty is going to be keeping an eye on is his super count. So he has 30 right now, and that's the magic number that you want. And a nice little double KO right there. Zoasty's feeling it, dude.
Oh. Well. Yeah, it appears, unfortunately, Jiro has forfeited from the race because he died. That's in the SRL channel, so unfortunate, but given what we've seen from Zoast so far, it would have been pretty difficult for Jiro to even have kept pace in the first place, considering Zoast did a more or less optimal route. So Zoast is entering here with 29 supers and 10 missiles. He shot 7 missiles, which means he only has to shoot the rest of his supers here and Ridley will be dead. Spazer does 120 damage per shot, so he'll have to do 5 shots per missed super, but he didn't miss any, so it didn't even matter. He just killed Ridley pretty much perfectly. Okay, I think Ridley is worth checking here. It's only about like a 10-second check. Yeah. It's really unlikely to be something worthwhile, but still worth checking.
Yeah. If he one nice one thing that he could do really well with is finding ice beam. So yeah, again, behind Ridley, behind Dragon, and after Botwoon, those are pretty good locations to be checking. But Jro telling us in the Speedruns Live channel that he died in Norfair. He died near the Bubble Mountain area, and he did not save. So that's going to be his forfeit for this match. But again, this is this is best 2 out of 3. So he still has a chance in this matchup. And it's double elimination, so the loser of this will just be sent to the loser's bracket. This is a winner's bracket matchup.
I like this plan from Jro here. He's gonna let Zoast tire himself out on the God seed, and then when the next Swiss Meridia seed comes in, Zoast will be little too confident and he'll not think about the Zeus Meridia. This is a good strategy. We'll see if it pays off for him. I'm trying to like think of what kind of conceivable time you can get with this setup right now. I guess it really depends on what's at Balloon, because that's probably the only item Zoast will reasonably check at the moment.
Yeah, so another big thing is he's going to have to fight Mother Brain too. And with only Spazer, it's quite a few shots. How many shots is that?
That's 150 shots without any extra ammo.
Oh boy.
Yes, I mean, like, that's a while, right? Like, 150 shots, like, ideally would be 150 seconds, or, yeah, something like that, so that's a while, but not that long. Like, it costs about a minute to go check most items anyway.
Okay, J-Ro has undone from the race, and he might be having another go at it. We'll see. I know, he's still sort of undecided on what he's gonna do. He should start his timer though.
Yeah, he's still going. I mean, it is potentially possible that Zoast dies here. Crazier things have happened.
Yeah, 150 shots on Mother Brain 2, and yeah, I don't know, dude. It's a lot.
Oh, nice. Farming the POW amps for supers. I like this choice from Zoast here. That'll help him out a little bit with Balloon.
Yeah, so you want to have at least like 6 supers when you fight Balloon here. So.
Oh man, and the base DBX strats, heck yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Zoast, he's trying to farm a little bit. He knows this is going to be a long Balloon fight with only 4 supers.
All I know is I'm going to be pretty disappointed if we don't see any Spazer SBAs right here. I better see it, man. Let's see. Like, come on, I believe. Oh no. Zoast, what are you doing? No. That's alright.
So quite a few rounds here, with just Spazer charge shots, and there we go.
Balloon's kind of being a jerk there, though. Just a bunch of spit.
Yeah. And yeah, we have J-Ro starting over. Again, he said he died in the Bubble Mountain area in Norfair. Again, the runners had to do a heated run because they did not have Varia. Varia was in the Mama Turtle room in Meridia, so pretty tough seed in the start, but no suitless Meridia.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing good at Balloon's item, so... oh wow, nice, good lucky drop. Alright, doesn't want it, I guess. I don't know, I think the 7 seconds is worth killing one of the turrets. What do you think?
Yeah, so because Zoast can't kill this turret on the left, it's going to randomly shoot out these fireballs at him. And in this room, you want to do these short charges with your speed booster because as you spark into Dragon, as you spark into Dragon, that's going to do damage. So yeah, this is messing him up.
This could maybe be a 3-spark still if that's a really good 3rd spark. No. Unfortunate. Oh! That's a caught moment right there.
Yeah, that's a goop spark.
I like this decision. I hope he doesn't spark again. This is getting kind of dangerous.
Yeah, so...
okay.
Oh boy. Yeah. So... Oh, and the spike suit. So Zeus was down to about less than 80 health there. And the biggest liability against Dragon right there is if you die from getting the blue suit. You can get chain damage when you get the blue suit. So yeah, really fortunate there after fighting Dragon.
Yeah. Okay. It's worth mentioning that Zoast is aware that Jero did originally forfeit, so the only person he's really racing against at the moment is himself. I respect the decision to not take it easy on himself, though. Just keep on going full ham.
Yeah, so I think what he's going to do here is he's going to exit Meridia, and then there's a bug farming spot, and he's going to farm a little bit there from the crabs. Because he has full power bombs, those crabs are a good source of big health. And there's a bug farming spot right before the super gate, so you could farm up a little bit on health before he takes on Phantoon, excuse me.
I think ideally here he wants missiles to fight against Phantoon, and he's just going to get a bunch of health. Missile drops are pretty low on these guys, but health is still pretty useful.
Yeah, should have picked up that missile pack right outside of Dragon. I think that was a good decision to make there. But nonetheless, Zoast moving on. He will be going to the wreck ship next, and yeah, he hasn't checked any of the other major items, so looks like he's gonna have to do 150 shots against Mother Brain 2, unless he opts to check Gauntlet on his way back.
Yeah, if he it would definitely be a correct decision to refill here. Oh well, he's gonna get that anyway, regardless of whether he wants it or not. But I think he will definitely refill at the ship for the extra supers, because that will significantly decrease the number of shots he'll have to do.
Nice Ocean Fly. Shoutouts to the Ocean Fly, a strat you don't get to see very often now in Super Metroid speedruns.
Shoutouts to Kojak.
This is really interesting by Jero. She's gonna actually check what's over at the Gauntlet. It looks like he's gonna save first, so we'll see if that's gonna benefit Zeus at all.
Nice 5-missile Doppler there. I'll have to do 6 Dopplers on this second round to do the 2-round.
Yeah, so the way that Zeus is fighting this boss, he wants the boss will open up and like spit out like a huge circle of flames, and then you want to eliminate all those flames with a shot, as we see what Jero is about to get. It's just an E-tank, so he's gonna reset. But 3-round Phantoon is really good. Again, Phantoon has 2,500 health. Those missiles do 100 each. and you can hit Phantoon in sets of 2 after he opens his eye, and then when you do those doppels, you can get a good amount of hits in.
Yes. Okay. I was gonna say he had power bombs equipped though, just to break open the blocks. All right.
Looks like J-Ro's going for the CWJ. Let's see if we get it. CWJ stands for continuous wall jump, but looks like he's gonna have to give it another try. Yeah, without gravity here at the moat, it's the most ample way of crossing it. And there it is, nice continuous wall jump. The other way, you can do a horizontal bomb jump. So, nice display of Super Metroid skill. As we see zoasty, he is stopping at the ship, getting a refill on his ammo.
There's a spark. I wonder what he'll do with that. He's not going to use it, is he? There's no way. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
So yeah, that would have been interesting if he went over to check the gauntlet, since he didn't know what it would be. But again, just making a beeline for the final area of the game, Torian.
Yeah, this will be a good time, to say the least.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about a mid-40.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Maybe a low 40, but yeah, Zoast did not save. And he's gonna have to use power bombs on these Metroids. So the low percent speed booster strats should be in full display here.
Yeah, let's see how much of those manipulations he remembers. Oh, apparently none. He just wants to do the old-fashioned way. That was a red Phantoon from J-Ro there.
Yeah, it looks like Phantoon's maybe about a missile away from dying. Fortunately, he didn't get missiles, so uses the super, finishes them off. And again, to sort of recap what happened, J-Ro, about, I would say, 25 minutes into the race, died, unfortunately, in the Norfair area near the Bubble Mountain. He did not save. Both players had to do a hell run because they did not have the Varia suit. So that is why you see zoasty. He is already in the end section, and J-Ro is restarting his seed.
Alright, let's see if he gets the skip.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough skip if he's actually going to do it, because he does not have the wave beam. So there's going to be a lot of debris in his way, and he's going to have to shoot it out. The Spazer is the next best thing, honestly, but it would be nice to have the wave.
That was a pretty good clearing, actually, there. Like, not very many shots.
Yeah, Spazer is underrated, dude.
I don't know about that. I'm not saying that.
for the baby skip, we'll say.
Okay, I can admit that.
Yeah, but yeah, I wonder if zoasty's gonna save. Again, 150 shots. Looks like he's just gonna do it. 150 shots on Mother Brain 2. He can't. His health cannot go below 300.
I mean, I have every faith in the guy. It would be interesting if he died, though. Just saying.
So this section right here with the Rinkas,
it's super annoying.
Yeah, very
it's
annoying.
Probably actually better to simply not kill them because they instantly respawn if you don't kill them with ice. But he's got 20 supers here. That's freaking great. That cuts out what, 50 of his shots, so he has to do 100.
Yeah. So 100 shots, and he needs to watch his health.
Oh, there's wave beam.
Yeah, Jero finds the wave beam. It's over at the wreck ship energy tank. Fortunately, falling into the water, so he's gonna have to get himself back up there.
I mean, I'm looking to see that. I know it'll be slower. I know to do a Spazer SBA, but I still want to see it. Dara has to watch himself here. He could die again. Not that I'm sure he's really that worried about not dying, but still.
That was an interesting choice there by Zeus to use the supers there. What do you think?
Honestly, like catch-up, yes, it hurts a lot, but I feel a lot safer during the catch-up phase than I do during the not catch-up phase. Like there are there's like one annoying pattern, and that's when she French fries at the exact same time she catch-ups, and other than that, it's pretty much free. It still is, I don't know, more commonly accepted to save your supers for catch-up phase, though. I would say.
Yeah, I would have used 5 of them and then left the 15 for the catch-up phase, just to make it a little bit safer.
Yeah, it's like the thing is with catch-up is that it's so damaging that like if you do mess up, it's almost certainly death. So I can understand wanting to save stuff for that, but the mess-ups are less common in my opinion with the catch-up.
Look at that lag with the bomb spread.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Jero giving us a preview of what's there. Oh, X-ray, should pick that up.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like zoasty is on pace for a 45, which is very exceptional. And yes, this is game 1. So these players have scheduled all 3 of their games tonight. If there's a game 3, it is happening tonight on Speed Gaming. So just want to thank you all for being here and watching this top tier winners bracket matchup.
Definitely. There's some inside information on the SRL channel, and maybe explaining why Zoast made some decisions he did. Zoast actually did not see the forfeit from Jero, so that may explain why number 1 he didn't save, number 2 went for some of the ballsy strats that he went for.
Yeah, I think it's shows the mark of a good racer. Just cutting out all the distractions. Don't even look at the chat. Don't even look at the IRC. Just focused on the game. And zoasty is showing why he's getting this really good time.
That single-minded focus showed. It was a lot of really good movement and gameplay, for sure.
I think the biggest turning point was when he picked up the gravity suit, because he left Norfair and he went straight to Meridia. He only had to search like the first main. Yeah. Don't run into that fish. That fish will do a lot of damage to you without the suit.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, Zeus.
That leaving was a great decision. It turns out to be.
he went into Meridia. First item he checked was the Varia suit, and that proved to be the difference. Also not dying. So
yeah, that not dying part, probably pretty helpful. So, the final moonfall of the game. Heck yeah, dude. Nice, I love that from Zeus there. That's a good thing right there, because every hyper beam shot you do in that room actually lags the game by some amount of frames. I don't remember how many. And if you ledge grab that last platform and just shoot one shot, it opens the door without any extra wave beam shots, no extra lag. And it also gives you blue before the space pirates, letting you not shoot hyper beam in that room too, which also saves frames from lag. Pretty cool stuff.
So there it is from Zeus. SRL race time, official time of 45 minutes, 47 seconds. That's pretty good for Zeus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's #2 time in the tournament at this moment.
Yeah.
The #1 time being also held by him.
Yeah. So when are we going to see a seed that's going to give him a challenge here? What do you think? Zeus always seems to have like the right, he always seems to make the right choices in these randomizers, and he's showing why he's a force to be reckoned with in this tournament.
Yeah, for sure. That was incredible, honestly. Like, it felt like he couldn't make a wrong decision. That's why it felt like I was watching like Leo versus Dread. Leo just made all of the correct decisions, going the right places. I don't know, like, what kind of potential seed could really like throw Zeus for a loop here? I'm not really sure.
Well, one thing, he did not check Crocomire, so if there's, it will be interesting to see like a seed that has, items like suits or any of those things, those sort of things in the Crocomire area, because it seems like zoasty, you might be forgetting about that mini boss.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. I think I've had to check Crocomire in all of my races. But it's yeah, it's just the way it works, man. You got some times you get super good seeds and you make good decisions. That was interesting. I think we've yet to see, I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen any like required spring ball or required plasma even. I don't think I've seen a single spring ball like have a good item that was checked. I could be wrong. Maybe someone will correct me, but
yeah. So we see Jero graciously forfeiting. He had to forfeit twice in this race, so he says he's ready to go. So don't go anywhere, guys. We have game 2 coming up. Zoasty versus jronaggaz, and it's gonna be a good one. I know Zeus breezed through that seed, but I'm hoping to see a little bit of more of a challenge here in game 2. So we'll see what happens. Don't go away.
oh my gosh, Plasma was at wave beam. He was right there, dude. Oh my god, that could have cut off quite a bit of time. Dang.
Yeah, so again, we didn't get to see what Jro, all of his item collection in Norfair. So he may have just as well picked up the plasma beam. We have no idea. But yeah, tough run for Jro, but I think he's going to bounce back in game 2. We'll find out.
This percentage should be pretty low too. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty low.
Anything below 30%, yeah, to me is pretty low. And he got the time to go with it. So number 2 time in the tournament. Congrats to Zoast for taking game 1. Game 2 is coming up next as soon as these guys get ready. And yeah, it's be starting it up shortly. I'm just going to take this time to plug a few things while we wait. Starting tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Games Done Quick channel is the Harvey Relief Done Quick marathon. It is a 48-hour marathon from September 1 to September 3rd, and it is raising money for the Houston Food Bank. We just had Hurricane Harvey here hit Texas pretty hard, and a lot of people were affected, some speedrunners as well. So all donations will be going to raising money for the Houston Food Bank. Check it out, guys. It's happening tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Games Done Quick channel.
Oh man, looks like Zoasty is still using the old outdated method of actually taking out his SD card and putting it to put on his ROMs.
Yeah.
There's some fancy stuff floating around now, if you guys aren't aware of, called USB 2 SNES, which utilizes the USB port, the mini USB port on the SD2 SNES to allow it to connect to your computer, so you pretty much never have to touch it ever again.
Speedrunning, it's getting really fancy out there.
Yeah, it's what a time to be alive in 2017. If you do want to get USB 2 SNES, you will need to be on the latest firmware. Sorry to say.
So while we are waiting for Zeus to ready up, and I'd like to remind you all, you are watching the Speed Gaming channel on... Excuse me, hold on. Sorry about that. Again, Speed Gaming channel on Twitch. If you're on the Twitch page, scroll beneath the video player, you'll see a link there called Events, and that has details for ongoing and upcoming events. If you would like to participate in one of these tournaments, guys, you can do it. We have an Earthbound Boogie Percent tournament that's coming up. You get to play Earthbound, race it with other people. A Link to the Past randomizer is starting up in just a couple of weeks. The middle of September. So if you want to try your luck at one of these randomizers, go for it. The Link to the Past randomizer is right there. All that information on the events link right below the video player. So check it out if you would like. So when is Super Mario 64? Again, these tournaments are organized usually by players and organizers in the community. So if you want a Super Mario 64 tournament, I think you just gotta communicate with the community itself, and yeah, just get the interest going, and yeah, you might see it sooner than later.
I'm just answering a question in the chat. I'm not sure the SD2 SNES could be considered official hardware, so I assume you put that in quotations. But there are plenty of people who run on emulator. These two runners are actually running on console, with both of them using SD2 SNES, a flash cart. any of that is fair game, so long as you don't use certain versions of emulators. Like number one, all of ZSNES is banned, and certain versions of SNES 9X are banned.
Yeah, those emulators that are banned, they don't emulate lag properly, so we have to omit them. Sad to say, but looks like Zoast and his opponent Jro, they're both ready to go. And yeah, what do you think? Do you have any sort of prediction here for that?
I don't know. I'm really hoping to see diverging routes. That's always the most interesting part of Item Randomizer, is seeing diverging routes.
I agree. Yeah. So
I want to see someone head up to Gauntlet at some point.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But game 2 is coming at you guys. Again, you are watching Super Metroid Item Randomizer Tournament. We are in the winners bracket. The winner will move on to the top 8 of the winners bracket, top 16 overall. So don't go anywhere.
They'll be advancing to that part, top 16, right? Or is
yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Advancing to top 16